you know, they come to our doors totally lost, bewildered, scared. You know, and all I've heard is, you're going for a detox, but now no, there's something different. We're looking at life, we're looking at the individuals' lifestyles. We have to replace the drinking time with something else, and that's what neraf's all about. And I just wish for it all to continue. What have we done in this last 12 months? You know, if we make a difference to one person's lives, our purpose is suitable, and that's what we're here for, giving people the opportunity who've been through hell and back to turn their lives around, which we do through our support groups, one-to-one mentoring service, and then our own accredited training. Obviously this year we had a major boost from Northern Rock Foundation. They gave us over £100,000 to develop our service regionally. Earlier this morning we've been awarded £500 by the Rotary Club of Sunderland, who've given us some money, and what we've done, we've bought some fishing equipment so we can keep people busy at weekends. It does not matter to us what the amount of money is, because it all makes a massive difference, and we're all very, very grateful of it. Funding is obviously a major concern to us. In fact, much of my time is spent up just doing funding. We're hoping that things on the political climate are going to change around alcohol, namely that government may start putting money in. No sign of it yet, but South of Tyne and we at NHS have put in 5.6 million for development of alcohol treatment services. And believe me, we're shouting for a nice part of that. Just really want to say again, thank you for coming on, and I'll speak to you again later on. Thank you.
Start, I think the final cups of teas have just been sorted through there. If you just want to spin around, or I know they're much prettier than I am, but okay, everybody, it's just after the start of time. My name is Steve Hopkirk. I am an independent consultant that works with neraf to do organisational development. And for some reason they've entrusted me with chairing this afternoon, which is not a good omen, I have to say. I mean the rain's there already. So, and worse, they've trusted me with the technology. So anything. Before I begin, has everybody got a full tummy? Has everybody sorted that sort of thing? It was interesting to know. Good, well done, yeah. It was interesting to know that some ex-colleagues of mine from the Civic were first in the queue there, which brings back memories from. But good. As long as we've got a full tummy, I've had a good chance at getting that out, and hopefully during the rest of the afternoon that will continue. The purpose of the day is the annual general meeting for the third such occasion. And the first thing I want to say is that an annual general meeting is a legal requirement, so there is a defined process that we have to go through, and shortly it's going to give me great pleasure to hand over to Barbara to do that. The rest of the afternoon will be taking up with some speakers and some very interesting subjects that are going to be talked about. And hopefully it's just to pick up what you want from the day, what's happening in neraf, what is happening with neraf, and the general world of alcohol and misuse over the next 12 months or so. As ever, it's an informative that side of this. Feel free to ask questions as we're going on the line. So, I know some of us will have boats to catch when we're going home. We do have a fairly packed agenda. I'm going to hand straight over to Barbara, who's going to do the formal side of this annual general meeting. In June, actually Barbara's heartbeat going, so have a lie down while thank you very much. Okay, and just to show that men can't multitask, I'm going to do this one after another. So, first of all, I'm going to welcome to the front Yellis Osmond from Alcohol Concern, who is going to give us a presentation on the Embrace project. Yellis has travelled all the way from London and has to leave after the presentation in order to go back down. So, first of all, thank you very much for that, Yellis. And now, phew. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hi, my name is Yellis Osman and I'm the Policy Officer for the Embrace Project, which is alcohol concerns new families, children and domestic related harm, and to increase the range and quality of the services available to people with alcohol-related problems. Alcohol concern plays a key role in promoting and advising the development of national alcohol policy and in promoting public awareness of alcohol issues. It acts as the principal source of information on alcohol to the general public, to the press, and to professionals in other fields of activity, including government. Alcohol Concern currently works on a number of campaigns, including the coordination of Alcohol Awareness Week. It produces reports on alcohol-related issues, such as our recent report, Unequal Partners, which focuses on alcohol regulation. We also input into government reviews and consultations, and at the moment we've been working with a safe, sensible and social consultation. The first draft of our response can be found on our website, and we're very keen for members and other stakeholders to contribute to this document. So if anyone's interested, please go online and it tells you how to contribute your views. We also conduct a lot of our current projects include youth training, which is providing training to professionals and young people. This training aims to equip professionals with the skills and the knowledge in dealing with substance misuse issues amongst young people. We also have a smart recovery project, which is a self-help project based on cognitive behavioural therapy and mutual aid, and this is going to be piloted at 6 different sites around the UK. We also have the Embrace project, which I'm going to tell you about shortly, and Hubcap, which is an online resource of local alcohol initiatives in England. Hubcap is a database which provides information on policies, decisions and strategic histories of local alcohol initiatives. And finally, Alcohol Concern provides training and consultancy to a broad range of organisations. So, the Embrace project is a new 3-year project that's funded by the Big Lottery Fund. It's going to be, Alcohol Concern is going to be working in collaboration with the Mental Health Research Unit at Bath University, as well as with the University of Warwick and FAN in London. The project is going to be piloted in 8 different sites across England. Its aims are to build the capacity within alcohol services to work more effectively with families where alcohol is an issue and where domestic violence exists. It will train staff to understand good practice in these areas of work, to improve their ability to make assessments of the risks of harm to both children and their parents, and to enable professionals to develop care plans involving children and families. It also aims to support services in building closer partnerships and developing a multi-agency approach to domestic violence, alcohol abuse and children and families. And finally, aims to develop resources, policy, procedures and protocols when working with whole families and alcohol-related domestic violence, as well as guidelines for effective joint working with other services. So why do we need a project specifically for families and domestic violence? Research shows that approximately 1.3 million children and 8 million are affected by alcohol misuse. This is probably a conservative estimate given that we know roughly 6 million people drink above the recommended guidelines. Alcohol misuse has a huge impact on family functioning, and it has been proposed that 7 key aspects of family life are adversely affected by alcohol misuse. These are roles, rituals, routines, social life, finances, communication and conflict. Although being a problem drinking parent doesn't necessarily equate to being a bad parent, studies do suggest that it does significantly affect the quality of their parenting. Parents with alcohol problems increasingly focus on their drinking, which may mean that they're less loving, caring, nurturing, inconsistent, unpredictable and emotionally unavailable for their children. Moreover, whilst alcohol does not cause domestic violence, there are strong links between alcohol abuse and domestic violence. And research shows that alcohol is a factor in around 40 to 70% of all domestic violence incidents. The British 2003 found that 44% of domestic violence offenders were under the influence of alcohol when they committed acts of physical violence. Also, research carried out by Gilchrist in 2003 on domestic violence offenders found that alcohol was a feature in approximately 62% of offences. Evidence also suggests that violence is more severe when perpetrators